Most people in America do not understand the concept of working on yourself. Working on yourself is the equivalent of sharpening a knife so that it cuts better. And people will work on their bodies. Some few people will work on their minds. But at a certain point, really understanding the nature of the mind, the nature of the subconscious, and consciously working on it in whatever ways you do that, from whatever sources you've learned, is a concept that very few people have. Most people are more focused, well, if I just make more money, if I just have a better relationship, not recognizing that, at least according to all kinds of quote-unquote metaphysical, new age, spiritual teachings, whatever you want to call it, our outer world is very much determined by our inner world. And this is pretty clear. Some people will present well and create good jobs for themselves. Some won't. It's not all woo-woo. Very often some people believe, I can't do that, and so they will never even try to do things. There's a lot of self-limiting and a lot of self-defining, whereas very few people just go, well, I'm going to try my best to do that, and maybe I make it, maybe I don't, but I'm going to give it my best without having an interfering thought of like, oh, I could never do that. So that's kind of a digression, but the main idea here is the idea of working on yourself, of consciously trying to be not just a better person, but to examine the nature of your software, so to speak, of your programming, which is contained in the subconscious mind. And so I'll recommend a book called You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay, or Feel Free to Prosper by Marilyn, Jennett. And there's a guy named Frederick Bailes, Bailes, who's from basically the 60s and 50s. He's passed. So there are a lot of ways to do that, but going even deeper, working on yourself, can then start saying, well, do we have an energy body? Do we have chakras? Do we have karma? Working on, in shamanic terms, there's a lot of stuff. So to whatever level you can accept, and for most people it's just, well, I can work to train my body. And then the next level is, well, I can work to develop better concentration with my mind. And then what I might call the third level is going into the subconscious and actually going, what's there? What's my programming? How do I put new programming in there that is what I want, that will serve me better? There's also, I should mention, NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. That's where a lot of these concepts are coming from. So, and then the fourth level, as I'm talking about it, is working on your energy body, working on your karma, or working on whatever the shamans would call probably the energy body. But the main bottom line of all of this is the concept that actually working to improve who we are as people, rather than just have better results, have more money, have better health, have a better relationship, which are all great things. We should have all these. Definitely work on all those. All great. And when you work on your fundamental self, you're much likely to find yourself actually having those good things and also being able to enjoy them. Because there are plenty of people who have all the stuff that we say we want, but yet because of the way their minds are functioning, they're stressed either out of fear of losing it, or anxiety over something, or anger, or whatever it is, or even just their minds being so busy they can't be present in the moment to enjoy what they have. Main point, working on yourself as a concept that I think every human being should embrace. So if you're listening to this, a good chance you have embraced that, and I would encourage you to share this idea with anyone you think would benefit. The idea of you can work on yourself. You can work on yourself. The Louise Hay book is called You Can Heal Your Life. I think that speaks to it. But I'm talking about diligent. The Buddha said, work out your salvation with diligence. Basically, do practices every day, whatever sort, and work on your fundamental self, not just try to achieve results in the outside world. Over and out.